How's it going, folks? I'm playing yet another stealth-orientated game. This time, it's Thief, or Thief 4, or Thief 2014. Of course, not to be confused with Thief, or Thief 1, or Thief 1998. You know what? It doesn't matter. In these videos, I'll be playing through the game in order to earn myself the Something to Prove trophy. For this trophy, you have to complete the game on a custom difficulty setting with more than 700 points. Allow me to explain. Alright, this is where we can build the custom difficulty. We start by choosing a base difficulty. The harder it is, the larger the multiplier we get here. So Master is the obvious pick. Now this list here is all the limitations you can enable to choose just how much you want to kneecap yourself. Starts out with fairly standard stuff, no checkpoints, no reticule, but as you go down the list, the limits become more extreme. Of course, the more extreme, the more points that limit is worth, but I've already figured out what I want to go for with this playthrough. Pretty much everything except Iron Man, because I'm not a complete masochist. That permutation should sit me around 1050 points, which is well above my 700 point target.
There's one thing this city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life. And trust? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
The Something to Prove challenge begins now. That said, do I have something to prove in doing this? Not really. I just think it would be a decent challenge, and I like it when games have this element of custom-tailored difficulty. You get to cripple yourself as much as you want. I should mention that this won't be a long play with hundreds of episodes. The playthrough will be edited to cut out any boring parts like loading screens, which there are a lot of, by the way. I'll also be cutting out some of the cutscenes as well, because they're just awful to watch. Don't worry about following the story, I'll keep you informed, but like the cutscenes, the story is pretty terrible as well. That said, this game is awful in general. It's so unpolished it beggars belief, but I'll get into that as we play.
Someone's a bird lover. That painting's more my taste. I should take a closer look. What the? Well, they do call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway. I just hope that's not who I think it is. course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me? Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times.
Already we're seeing some of the limitations coming to play. I didn't have a reticule to aim that rope arrow just before, and my movement speed has dropped to that of a fat person waddling towards a buffet.
Garrett, come on. Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast, or because you thought it'd be fun?
Can it be both?
Come on, let's get Basso his commission. Are you going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first. You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
Let's finish unloading before summer's day is over.
Why not drink to a job well done first?
We can't just leave the cart out here.
It's festival time. Your average thief will be under a table in an alehouse.
And the watch will be liquored up too. I'm not haggling fines with a drunk guard again.
Garrett, come on. Jealous of the claw? I made it myself.
I'm sure the watch will be very impressed. They'll certainly hear us coming.
They'll have to catch me first.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot. You do still steal, right?
I've been stealing since before you could crawl.
There's the Garrett I know.
So far, this Erin has been characterized to be nothing but a brat and a liability, which isn't all bad. I mean, she certainly shows more charisma than moody Garrett here. But when certain events transpire later on, I find it hard to care about her fate when all I know about her is this arrogant behavior.
You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask? It pays to keep a low profile in places where I'm not welcome. There's a lot of those places.
A page from a voyeur's journal. Nothing too risque is written down. It's just the writings of some nosy neighbour, keeping an eye on other people. This voyeur sounds more like an annoying neighbourhood watch shut-in than a pervert.
to urinate in the street like a watchman. At least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
The ale has to go somewhere, dear. I'm just the middleman. Besides, you're the only one watching.
Every day I'm reminded what a cat you were.
Come on, let's go try those gavel wings.
So how much did you steal?
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
And how you steal it. Looks like this primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the ceremony room at Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion. Won't be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
This job's getting more complicated by the second.